Uber hits pause. Not the greatest day for Uber. A female pedestrian was struck and killed by an Uber autonomous vehicle in Tempe on Sunday night. The fatality is believed to be the first known death by an autonomous test vehicle. The Uber vehicle was reportedly traveling northbound at around 40 miles per hour in autonomous mode with a backup driver behind the wheel around 10 p.m. That's when a woman walking a bicycle outside the crosswalk was struck by the Uber SUV. The woman was transported to the hospital where she died from her injuries. In response, Uber has stopped self-driving tests in Tempe, San Francisco, Pittsburgh, and Toronto. The National Transportation Safety Board is opening an investigation and sending investigators to Tempe. Where we're going, we don't need roads. An $18,000 Uber ride? Uber is apologizing to a Toronto customer after they accidentally charged him over 18,000 Canadian dollars for a short ride on December 8th. Uber passenger Hisham Salama took an Uber X that should have cost him about $20 after surge prices. However, when Salama arrived at his destination, he was then hit with a whopping 18,518 Canadian dollars and 50 cents. In an interview with Vice, Salama said Uber first refused to refund him when the company's customer support said that they confirmed the amount is correct. They might want to check that again. Salama took the matter to Twitter, with his tweet receiving over 400 retweets. After that amount of attention, Uber finally backed down and said the charge was an error and has since been resolved. After providing a full refund to Salam, Uber explained the insane overcharge was a result of driver error, not a technical glitch, and they're now investigating how it happened. Here's another reason to just ride your bike. Apple reportedly gave Uber's iPhone app access to a secret backdoor that potentially allows the company to record a user's screen and access other personal information without his or her knowledge. A majority of iPhone apps use software to enable features like the camera or Apple Pay, known as entitlements. However, Apple keeps certain entitlements for itself to allow optimal integration with the iPhone. Uber was found to be the only app other than Apple's own apps granted access to the entitlement. Uber says the entitlement isn't being used, and it is working with Apple to remove the API completely from the app. Security researcher Will Straffitch, who discovered the situation, said this: "Granting such a sensitive entitlement to a third party is unprecedented as far as I can tell. No other app developers have been able to convince Apple to grant them entitlements they've needed to let their apps utilize certain privileged system functionality." Anyone need a lift instead? Who's driving? No steering wheel and no pedals? What's the point of driving then? It's still pretty cool though. GM is asking the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration for permission to test self-driving vehicles without steering wheels by 2019. The fourth-generation Cruise AV has no steering wheel, no pedals, no manual controls, and no driver. The self-driving vehicle will be used for ride-hailing, not personal use. If granted approval, GM could deploy more test vehicles in cities across the U.S. Currently, only 7 states allow testing of vehicles with no steering wheel or pedals. And on the plus side, in the future, no more fights with your Uber driver. Self-driving bus launches and crashes 2 hours later. The driverless electric shuttle bus made a big bang in its debut in Vegas on Wednesday. Unfortunately, the bang came in the form of an accident after only 2 hours of being in service. The driverless shuttle is designed to communicate with traffic signals and share the road with other vehicles while stopping for pedestrians. It looks like the shuttle was minding its own business around 12:07 p.m. on Wednesday when it sensed a truck was attempting to back up, so it came to a stop. Problem is, the truck kept backing up until it gave the shuttle a little love tap. The truck driver ended up getting a ticket for illegal backing. In the end, damage was minor and neither of the drivers were hurt.